In this installment of Drumming Innovation magazine, the 5th issue, the Elements section dissects In Bloom by Nirvana, with Dave Grohl playing drums. Now, again with the Elements section, our app of choice is AnyTune, and down below steps 1 through 3 you can follow underneath the video, where you'll get the opportunity to download the app, and then after that, step 2, download the song. And it's important to download the specific song that these files were made for. Step 3 are those files, and they fit right over top of the actual song that you downloaded in step 2. So be sure that you follow those steps below and have a little bit of fun with this. Loop number 1 here is going to be partially a beat and partially a tom-tom drum fill. And it's really, really big, and it starts with a crash. So what we're going to end up with here is, without the crashes for a moment, we get, so 1 and a 2 and we're going to put crashes on either end, so at the beginning and at the end. So okay, 1 and a 2 and then the fill after this, we get 2 flams on the snare drum, and then bass drum, high tom, bass drum, floor tom, bass drum. Okay, so now the fun part about our loop here is that we can loop it as much as we want. So in AnyTune, I already have the file set up, and let's play along. And maybe we'll slow it down a tad as well. 1, 2, ready, and. Great, now here it is up to speed. Loop number 2 basically is the verse beat, and you'll notice just before the verse beat there's almost like an interlude type thing that goes on with that, where the hi-hat is a little bit half open, so we get a sound like this, as opposed to it being completely closed, which is over the verse. Okay, the beat is still the same though, so we get 2 bass drums with the first 2 hi-hats like this. Now the interlude itself, again, will be open, so. And here's loop number 2. Loop number 3 to the chorus has some syncopated bass drum parts in it. You'll notice the part will sound 1 and a 2 E and then 3 and a 4 E and that would sound like this. 3 and a 4 and. Okay? 1 and a 2 E and. Ready? Here it is. Okay, just to give you an idea. And when we get a chance to play it along with the loop, it'll be a little bit more fun. Measure 5 in this chorus will give us a crash, and it's almost kind of like we get this break again like we did at the beginning. A couple syncopated parts here. So you get 1 and a 2 and a. Okay, so try this for a second. Okay, one more time. Okay, now right after that crash, we get a little hiccup of a bass drum to get us ready for the sit down on the snare drum. So it goes. Okay, so that E and right there gets us set up for the sextuplet. Okay, snare, snare, high, high, floor, floor, and brings us back to that repeat again. So might be just a matter of remembering where all your parts are, but it's not too bad. At least watching the paper will remind you of that little sit down. I call it a sit down because we get the layer to that snare drum with the flam, so we get that part right there. Okay, so let's try it out now with loop number 3 slowed down. Here's loop 3 sped up to the normal tempo. Now if you flip to the next page, there's a drum chart that you can follow through the entire song. And again, if you have this app already hooked up, you can slow things down, loop different parts. But these are the 3 main parts, so have some fun with this.